Henry had a small convenience store in the village. The store might have been small, but Henry had stocked it with all the essential items. He had 3 sons. His eldest son, Jack, worked with him at the store. The middle son, Oliver, studied at university, while the youngest, Ben, was born with a mental disability. Ben, though grown, remained childlike and always stayed with his mother, Sophia. Henry disliked Ben and often said,
"He is a stain on my family. My older sons are my true support."
He wanted to send Ben to an orphanage, but despite Henry's resentment, Sophia kept him close, caring for him as best as she could. Ben might have been mentally challenged, but he was thoughtful. If his mother fell ill, he would look after her and take on household chores. Both Jack and Oliver constantly mocked him, calling him
crazy,
and kept bullying him. Eventually, Henry arranged Jack's marriage. A few months after the wedding, Jack and his wife moved out to their home. Jack even asked Henry for a section of the store, but Henry refused, saying,
"I will never divide the store. I worked so hard to build it. You are supposed to be my support, not asking me to divide my livelihood among you. If you want to work together, fine. Otherwise, go find work somewhere else."
After this, Jack started stealing money from the store. Oliver, on the other hand, completed his studies and got a job offer abroad. He shared his plans with Jack, saying,
"I plan to work overseas and settle there. I want my share of the inheritance, but I doubt Father will not give it to me."
To Oliver's concern, Jack replied,
"I have a plan. If you execute it, we both can get our shares. I will get the store's ownership papers, and you can get Father's sign on them under the pretense of signing your degree. Once that's done, the store will be mine, and I will give you your share in the cash. You can then leave for abroad."
He added,
"As for Ben, he's crazy, so let's doesn't count him in the share."
Jack and Oliver tricked their father into signing the papers. Jack then gave Oliver the agreed amount, and without telling their parents, Oliver left for his new life abroad. The day after Oliver's departure, Jack stopped Henry from entering the store, claiming,
"This store is mine now, and I am the owner. You are no longer welcome here. Stay home and rest. I will send the food to your house."
After listening to all this, Henry was devastated and said,
"The son I considered my support has taken everything from me and left from there."
Henry went to Jack's house to ask why things had changed, but Jack's wife coldly replied, "I am not your maid or responsible for feeding you. Don't come here again." Henry left in tears, and upon returning home, he was very upset. Seeing his father crying, Ben said to his father, Please, don't cry, father. I'll work and bring food for you." Ben's kindness and concern touched Henry's heart deeply and responded,
"My dear son, you are not the abnormal one. I was a fool for calling you such things. Please forgive me, my son."
Realizing that no one would give them food for free, Henry decided he had to find work. Near his house, there was a TV game show studio. Henry approached them and asked for a job, saying,
"I am old, but I need work to survive."
The owner of the studio, feeling pity for him, hired Henry. Seeing his father going to work, Ben insisted on going along to help.
I'll not cause trouble. I will assist you,"
he promised. Henry agreed, and Ben accompanied him to the studio. Ben followed every instruction Henry gave him and then he started working diligently. Everyone at the studio respected both Henry and Ben for their hard work. One day, the owner gave Henry 2 vouchers for a game show and said,
Bring Ben to watch the show. Who knows, you might even win something.
The next day, Henry took Ben and Sophia to the game show. During the show, Ben was called up to participate in a game where he had to pick 2 out of 100 boxes. Whatever was inside the boxes would be his. Ben chose box number 15 and box number 50. The 15th box was empty. But when the 50th box was opened, it contained the land of a plot which was closed near a highway. Henry and Sophia were overjoyed after this. The next day, Henry went to see the land. It was adjacent to highway. It was bustling with traffic, and there were no other stores nearby. Henry decided to build a store on the land. He sold their house to finance the construction and within a few months opened a store. They moved into a rented house near the store. Both Henry and Ben started working together at the new store. Soon the store was highly profitable and Henry became a wealthy man. Meanwhile, Oliver had returned from abroad after being deported due to a theft incident. With a criminal record, he was unable to return to any other country. On the other hand, a large shopping mall was opened in front of Jack's store, which attracted all the customers, and Jack's store became desolate, with no customers. Both Jack and Oliver, realizing their dire situation, decided to approach Henry. When they met, Henry apologized to his father and said,
We are your sons after all. Please let us join you in your successful store, as how can you manage such a large store on your own? Let us help.
But due to all the past happenings, their father refused outright by saying,
You want to join now? Only to steal Ben's share as well? The brother you called crazy has been my true support. All of the success is because of him and his good fortune. Get out of here!
Right after saying this, Henry drove Jack and Oliver away from the store. Henry and Ben continued to run their store happily. Henry even established a school for children with disabilities, teaching them skills and giving them an education so they wouldn't have to be dependent on others.